Hey guys, today we're just gonna take a look at the starter back here. It's a starter. I have an International DT466, and we're just gonna go over how to take the solenoid off that. And yeah, if you got it new and you can't get it to work, I'm gonna show you something pretty embarrassing. But let's take a closer look at it right now. All right, guys, this is just gonna be a quick one. Here's a diesel starter. This is out of DT466 International. And so I was just gonna go over real quick how to change this solenoid. So it's pretty simple. So here I just have like this guy right here. And so you just take all this extraneous stuff off of here. I'll just take these guys off. It's actually really, really quick. And then we got this one wire right here. I'll take this guy off. All right, so that stuff is off. Then we're just going to take these three guys off. This is the pretty basic part, and then you'll see where the trick is in a second. And so then it's got this little cap back here. And then I was just using one of these chunky screwdrivers. All right, this is pretty loose. I already took it off, but this thing just spins out. So this was already loose. It's not usually this loose. So, but just use something as big as you can, because if it's on there kind of tight, you're gonna like mess this thing up. So this actually was on the edge of being too small. So, but use this guy. And so then this nut right here holds this on, but there's no way to grab onto this guy. You know, there's no way to hold on to the bolt to get the nut off. So I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it, so do this at your own risk. So I just took this guy off like this, and then if you're looking in here now, so you can wiggle it around with this guy. And then so what I did is I just kind of like leaned it down and put some tension on it, and while there's tension on it, then I, oh, this is the wrong size socket. Okay, so now just put some tension on this guy, and then just hit this. And then then got the nut off in there. It's looking clean in there. And then this guy just pulls right out. And then obviously the installation is the opposite. You're gonna have to put some tension on it to get this tight again. This is a lock nut. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to kill it. So just once it's tight, then that should be good enough. So just the opposite. So like pull this back out, but make sure this is down before you put the tension on it. So put some tension on it and then just hit this thing again. And there you go. But if you don't pull that solenoid out and put tension on it, it's just going to spin this guy, and you're going to be like, how the heck do I get that out of there? All right. And then, I mean, obviously you just put all these, obviously just put it back together the way you took it apart. And so this is super ridiculous. So I got this starter, like the starter I took out was like, I've never seen a starter so hammered before. It actually broke in half when I took it apart. I've never seen a starter do that ever. But yeah, anyways, if I have a chance, I'll put a clip in of the starter. But so I got multiple starters. So the first starter I got, they sent me the wrong one. I put it in, it had the wrong gear on it. And then so I was banging my head why it wouldn't work. And so I put it in, I took it out, I put it in, I took it out. I mean, I put it in and out like 3 times, and then I realized that the gear was wrong. And then I got another starter, and I put it in, it didn't work. And I was like, what the? It was the right one, but it didn't work. Like the first one was the wrong one and it worked. And so then I got a, let's see. So then I got another starter and it didn't work either. So then to make a long story short, so the old starter just had the solenoid here. You put the positive on here, and then you put the jumper wire over on the solenoid over here. And that's how I was testing it. I hooked it up, the positive wire up here, and then I clamped the ground over here, and then I jumped this, and it wouldn't work. So apparently on these starters, this has to have its own negative cable that goes to the back of the starter over there, which I had never seen before. So that solved that mystery, which was pretty embarrassing. But yep, so that's that. And I'll throw in a clip of the other starter just because it was so, I broke it apart kind of because I wanted to get the gear off. I was going to just switch the gear in the first one, but they were made differently, so I couldn't do that. So anyways, that might help you guys like change out the solenoid on this without having to go through the learning process. So yeah, I'll put in that other clip, and that's that. All right, guys, here's the starter. This is how, so I got it all unbolted, and I went to I was wiggling it out, and the thing just snapped in half right here. This is just like completely crazy. I've never seen that happen before, ever. And this, I broke this off like that. Like when I was getting this gear off, I wanted to see if that could use that gear on the first one, just so I didn't have to wait for another one to come. But that's pretty crazy. All right, that was pretty crazy. That starter, old starter, was super hammered. I've never had anything remotely close to that happening with a starter that was that banged up. But I hope that was helpful for you guys. Just a quick review on how to take that solenoid off, and maybe if you're having the same embarrassing situation with extra cable on the starter, which I had never seen before. And thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you later. Bye.